This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com. This show is brought to you by Slice on Broadway, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza. Production services by Sidekick Media Services. And listeners like you, supporting us at patreon.com/awesomecast. Time to get geeky, get awesome. It is the AwesomeCast. I'm Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on Twitter here in the Sorgatron Media Studios in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And we are going to have quite an interesting show here tonight. First of all, with us from Studio C in the Big D of Dormont, PA, it is John Chichilla, the Big Bank International Tech Crew Esquire.
How's it going?
I wasn't ready for you to be here. I didn't see it. I didn't see a response earlier in Slack. So
I'm sorry. It's been a crazy couple weeks.
That's fine. That's fine. No, good to have you back here. And also, my traveling compatriot, the Dutters, is with us.
Hello, I am here.
Hello. I've made it. I've made it off another road trip. Yes.
I survived yet again.
That's very apt because of our issues getting out there to Michigan. Anyways, we also have back on the show. They're in here. We're recording some segments for SAE CDS Action News. The Action News delivers. First, we have Scott Schultz.
Hey, it's good to be back.
And he's a Pittsburgh 6. Mikey's with us.
Oh.
Wow, that's such a nice compliment.
There you go.
Thank you.
There you go.
Hey, guys, take it off the pod, all right?
Thank you.
Well, I'm glad you guys came back after the last one.
Well,
the fans were asking. Weren't they? Yeah.
I mean, fans are up in arms. Bring back Mike and Scott. They're hilarious. They're so cool.
Mm-hmm. I mean, can you blame them?
We'll have fun with this. You guys actually know how the show runs this time, so we'll have some fun with all that kind of stuff. Guys, this is the AwesomeCast. Please go check out everything at awesomecast.com. Email us at awesomecast at sorgatronmedia.com. Tweet us at AwesomeCast. We're also on the AwesomeCast at sorgatronmedia.social on the Mastodon if you're in the Fediverse. And we do have a Discord and a Reddit. Discord linked over at awesomecast.com. You can chat with us there, and a Facebook group for the AwesomeCast. And we are live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. There will not be a live AwesomeCast next Tuesday, programming note, because I'm taking a vacation, guys.
What?
I'm finding myself in Vegas next week, so I'm just going to take a couple
Do
days.
you want me and Mike to host?
What's that?
Do you want me and Mike to
No,
host?
I don't. Do you know what all this does over here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro, just let us host.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And what else is going on? And of course, you can please subscribe to the podcast.
Mike, any comments by chance? I'm sorry.
We're not looking at the
We're not
comments.
in
We're
there
doing the
yet,
show
dude.
intro.
Okay, I'm sorry.
This is why you're not writing the show.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll be quiet.
Every Tuesday, though we did that part. And thanks to our audio partners at postindustrial.com. Thank you to our Patreon supporters at patreon.com/awesomecast, including our friends at the executive producer level, Brian Crawford of pghmuseums.org. At the Coffee Club level, Matt Weller, Cynthia Klosky, and the returning John Dickey Digor. And at the fan of the show level, thank you to our friends at Michael Fedor and Dave Podner, Spice of Ruth's Jewelry Affair, a spouse of Ruth's Jewelry Affair at ruthsjewelryaffair.com. That is a tongue twister. That has a lot going on. It looks good on paper. Patreon.com/awesomecast. So let's get into our awesome things of the week. Where do we start with? Wait.
Let's start with Chilla.
Katie, let's start with this because we discovered this. I've been going to Michigan and the Michigan International Speedway since 2017, Katie. And only this weekend, or was it? Yeah, it was Saturday. Only Saturday did we discover this. What did you find?
So on our way back, actually we were heading towards Detroit. There was this little city. It's called Onstead, Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
And in Onstead, Michigan is the Prehistoric Forest Amusement Park, the abandoned Prehistoric Forest Amusement Park.
Wow. So it looks like a dinosaur world like we've been to where there's like these dinosaur statues, apparently. So it was...
Yeah.
So it's pretty overrun, but wait, this looks exactly like Dinosaur World actually. These pictures. Wait, what am I looking at here?
So you're getting to see. They actually have videos of a walkthrough of the prehistoric forest. It's called Irish Hills, Michigan, 1965. Look at these majestic dinosaurs.
Okay. So what? Oh, there's a giant cobra for some reason.
Hey, speaking of
And a
giant
bear.
cobras.
Jeez, wait, did she have a gun of some sort?
Yeah, it's like a cap gun or something.
They have a cap
They
gun.
all have, that's a machine gun.
That's a Sasquatch of some sort. Holy crap.
Yeah, we missed this in the heyday.
So
But yeah, it does look like Dinosaur World. Dinosaur World was a thing for a while,
Yeah.
and then did some research on it, and apparently some of their dinosaur statues began showing up in places like on top of roofs of like high school roofs, like as pranks or in front of high schools. So they ended up shutting the whole thing down, and it's private property. It's abandoned. Like, do not suggest you wandering around trying to take pictures or videos on the prehistoric.
That's okay, because a lot of people already have on YouTube apparently. So yeah, because
there are videos.
We were driving by and we're like, whoa, dinosaurs. And yeah, it's completely overgrown and it's been closed for over 25 years, I guess, since 1999. Wow. How has nobody done anything with this?
But did you actually pull up into the parking lot or anything?
No, we're just
I
in the one
screamed,
video,
Chilla, I yelled.
the gate's still open. It's like Jurassic Park. You go in there, it's going to be just running rampant.
Jeez.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
But it wasn't like the only thing there. There was like an old West town and like a bunch of other like weird kitschy stuff. I guess this is, and even like in this article it even has the Speedway in it. Saying, hey, it's like right down the road from it. So the Irish Hills now home to the Michigan International Speedway. So which I don't know when they built it. So
it's like a condemned Westworld.
Yeah, it's like a condemned dinosaur Westworld kind of situation. So that was a wild discovery. So
yeah, I demand that next time we go up for the next Formula event, we need to stay in the Stagecoach Western town.
Do they have hotels over there that aren't going to be frightening?
Well, that doesn't matter. That's not important.
It's not. Wait. The safety of our hotel is not important.
No, these are safe. They're just a different kind of scary. Come on, buddy.
The edge, bro.
Okay. I think you just pitch tent and go into the prehistoric forest.
Yeah, that's exactly what we want to do when we're working an event. So it is the abandoned prehistoric forest in the Irish Hills of Michigan. So have fun looking at that.
I like how you act like we've never stayed in a sketch hotel in this whole event.
Well, look, I've stayed in some very sketch hotels in Michigan actually. So there you go. So that's fun. So that's one of our discoveries. I got another travel one. Scott, you travel a lot for work.
I dabble at the DQ. You know how I do.
What? Yes, you do.
How's Dairy Queen doing, by the way?
Good. I'm moving up. They're calling me Dairy King now.
That's awesome.
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
it's sick, bro.
So
Soft serve.
I took a flight out of Detroit on Delta and
Michigan.
Yes, Detroit, Michigan.
Nice.
Yes.
Familiar.
And took Delta because I had to do a very specific connecting flight to get to another gig in Los Angeles last week. And I came across this situation here. This was called Delta's Parallel Reality Experience. They had this like area that's kind of marked off here. They got a nice little Star Trek-y entrance. You go up to this kiosk, you scan your face and your pass, and then there's this board up there that only you can see. And you can see there's my name. Well, there's my first and middle name, I guess. And it tells you can't see it so much. The picture didn't take well, but it is apparently it tells you what gate you're in. It tells me that's an 8-minute walk to my gate and which way to go because it just kind of tees off from there at the terminal, and all kinds of information about my flight. And apparently I'm the only one that can see it. As you're moving, you can see it shifting. It's kind of like that kind of I guess similar to what they do with like 3D movies or something, where there's like some kind of polarization going, but it's directing it basically where you're standing in that marked area, and they're calling it parallel reality. I presume the idea is going to be that you face scan going in to a Delta terminal, and this is just going to come up as you walk through that main concourse area, I would imagine. Eventually is the idea, especially since something like this, like Delta and like LAX, like Delta's kind of its own terminal, so they seem to stylize things a little bit more, I was noticing. So I don't know, I'm usually just Southwest only. Are you guys okay over there?
No, I'm just wondering.
We just had a question.
Is the future now or what?
Jeez.
No, go ahead. Sorry. I hate to steal the show.
Chilla, have you seen anything like this happen before?
I have not seen anything like this, but it reminds me of what was the Tom Cruise movie where he's walking through
Minority Report.
Minority Report.
That's right. I know
where
TC,
they're doing
baby.
advertising and whatnot directly to that person.
It is kind of like that. It's directly at me, and like I said, you could kind of it's kind of subdued. It's kind of like it's shifting towards you. I'm really curious what the technology is that's like directing it to you. You know,
Mike. You know what's got me on a rut right now? How do they know your speed of walking? How can they determine that?
No, and it's not even that. You have to stand in an area.
What does that mean?
Like so they scan your face, so something is looking for you, and then you have to stand within this square. You see the blue tape kind of around there? That's your viewing area of sorts, and then you look up, and actually from this corner, the boards actually kind of be like up and to the left of me. So you stand there, you look up, and as I'm walking back and forth, it's still scanning with me and letting me view just my information.
I see The Economist.
But my thing is, how do they know like your LPMs?
My LPMs?
Your lengths per minute on walking?
What does that have to do for anything?
If you're getting an ETA from a computer, they need to know how fast you're walking.
Maybe they know exactly how tall I am. Maybe they know what my gait would be from that. I don't know.
I don't know either.
On average, it's an 8-minute walk, I would imagine.
Okay, so we're working averages here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm sure it is. The Delta kept bumping me out into, or the Dallas, I kept bumping out into the parking lot, so it kept telling me it was 43 minutes to my next gate.
Because I was gonna say, don't you think that could pose a problem? What if maybe they're telling you 12 minutes, right? You're going to the bathroom, you're grabbing something to eat, but next thing you know, you're missing your flight.
You're taking the people mover.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at you.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Somebody's
people mover.
photogenic. My goodness.
You obviously don't follow my Instagram.
You're right. I don't have Instagram.
Except for business.
Except for the DQ. That's right. I run the DQ Insta.
Oh, geez. Anyway, so that was a fun thing that I came across on my travels. Scott, what's your awesome thing of the week?
Man, I got so many awesome things going on, but what I like to talk about is the PlayStation VR 2. I've been playing it with a couple of my buddies, a couple of friends. We do some shooting games, take down terrorists. Are we heroes? Yes. Also, there's a racing game. Last time I was on the pod, I would talk about my race wheel and how sick it was, right? Well, I'm going to take that to the next level with this PlayStation VR 2 for GT7. I mean, my goodness, it's like I'm behind the car, I'm flying, I'm racing, I'm falling out of my chair. It's so real. It's wild. You get the headsets on, it's like you just hear the roar of the engine. I mean, if this isn't selling you on this this technology, I don't know what will.
I've bought 3 since you've been talking.
Yeah? Mike, what are your thoughts?
I'm not much of a...
And honestly, after Mike's thoughts, I'd love to hear what the chat has to say.
I would as well. I'd love to hear our other 2 colleagues as well, see what they have to say.
Yeah, obviously Chilla's important.
Yes.
And Dutters, I believe she goes by now.
I'm not a big video game guy, Scott.
Right?
Yeah, so I do think you should be working for PlayStation after that pitch you just gave me.
Yeah.
I feel inspired, changed, and motivated to play and get on that VR headset, so...
I mean, that's what I do. I do
Mike,
those 3 things.
how about Mike? Let's throw it to Sorg over there.
Well,
actually,
let's have Sorg go last because he's kind of been talking a lot.
Are you hosting the show now?
Yeah.
What's happening?
It's my show now. Katie, what are your thoughts? Throw it to Katie. Katie,
Okay,
thoughts?
Katie.
Thoughts, Katie?
I'm sold. I bought 12.
Whoa, okay, I love it.
Talking.
Chilla, what are you up to? What are you buying?
So I have a lot of VR headsets already, but I do have a PS5, so I'm very interested from a compare and contrast. Have you used like the Quest 2 or any other headsets, and how does the video compare? Because I can honestly say, as a PlayStation VR 1 user and playing the what was that? Like there was the X-wing game or whatever it was. Rogue, was it Squadron or something?
Rogue Squadron, yeah.
The concept was cool because you could actually like turn around and see the R2 unit in the back of your X-wing, which is awesome. But the graphic quality was not all that great. Realizing it was a Gen 1 and it came out well before even I think the Quest 2 was available. So I know things have gotten a lot better there, but like what do you think, what games are you playing other than the racing game? It sounded like you were playing
there's a shooting
like
game.
a Call of Duty or
Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but I never used any other VR headset, so this one is just crushing it for me. But I will say, it looks good when you're playing Gran Turismo 7. It's like you're really in the car, high quality. A lot of the reviews say it's one of the best.
Is it one of these games, by the way? These are ones listed on the site.
No.
Like Crossfire or something?
No.
Okay.
So thanks for nothing, Sword.
I'm trying to help you figure it out.
No.
is it multiplayer or single player?
Oh,
Is it the
multi.
Horizon? Okay.
But I'd love to hear what the chat has to say about it.
The chat. Yes.
Right.
Anything good in there,
As soon
Mike?
as I see him say something about it, I'll let you know.
Hey, chat, blow it up, blow it up.
Anyways, yeah. So that's what I was wondering because Chili used the last version of this and everything. So
Yeah, I never used the old one.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why. I just didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And I still use the Quest series, and I actually want to get it hooked up to the PC because you can hook the Quest up to the PC. But I still play a lot of Beat Saber. I play a couple different games on there, so it's still worthwhile and holding up.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they have these devices like in a Best Buy that you could potentially give it a whirl before you actually put down the cheddar cheese.
I don't know if I want to put on
Do you get a
one.
trial?
I don't. I don't think I want to put on a headset that's been sitting in a Best Buy that everybody else.
I'll
has been
use some
using.
alcohol wipes and
Yeah.
I don't know.
really wipe
I
that
think,
thing down.
I think you should live on the edge a little bit. You know, what are you afraid of?
Listen, I mean, I'm not
What
doing.
scares you?
I'm not doing. You know what scares me?
What scares you?
When
Let's go
somebody
around
picks
the
up a
room.
water bottle that
Pink
isn't
eye.
theirs.
That what?
It's as I accidentally did that, and he's still giving me shit about it. I'm saying shit.
Hey! This is a family
That's
podcast.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh, Katie.
so you're gonna start a chain reaction.
Oh, this is fucking nuts.
Oh, whoa. Oh boy. If you buy 3 VR headsets, does it turn into a 3D VR?
Did someone ask a question?
Yeah, that's from Chris out there.
From Chris. Chris, that's a great question, Chris.
Is it?
Yeah, obviously it's true, Chris. Thank you. I'm so glad you brought that up.
Oh, boy.
Yes, buy 3, it becomes 3D.
Mike, what's your awesome thing of the week?
Wait.
My awesome thing of the week is actually kind of unique for me. I've been real into a sleep recorder app recently.
Tell me more.
I don't really feel like it.
What?
I'm just kidding, Mike. Sleep recorder app. So I'm sure a lot of people, snore, wake up not feeling refreshed. And I was going through that and I said, I kind of want to hear myself while I'm sleeping, see if anything's obstructed. And I'll tell you this, you will hear some crazy stuff, but I do think I'm okay and I don't have sleep apnea.
What's the app called?
It's called Sleep Recorder. It's free. They have like a free limited trial. You don't have to pay any money. But
Really?
I highly recommend
Free?
it.
It's free.
It's
For
not
that-
just free, Scott.
What is it?
It's free forever.
Wow.
Not like a month,
Oh, boy.
not 2
So
months.
it's a free
forever.
download.
They're
I'm
recording
listening
your
to myself
sleep. They're serving
recording.
you ads on Facebook.
That's it.
Is this it?
That's
Prime sleep recorder.
Yes.
It looks like there might be an Android version as well from Apparox SRO.
Man.
If you want to check that out.
Get rid of that green bubble.
It's really helpful too because you'll see on that left picture there's a big like power button. You can even set, hey, I'm not going to go to bed for 30 minutes. You can put a little 30-minute clock and then start recording. When you wake up, it'll even show you a little graph. It'll show you if you were snoring. It's really unique. Really helpful for your health, Mike. We're all about health.
Are you just using it with your iPhone, or I see there's an Apple Watch?
I do. I use it
segment
just
on
with my iPhone.
Okay.
I put it right next to my nightstand, and I put it on.
Do you have any of the recordings that you could play for us?
I do have some.
I'd love to hear some.
I don't know if Mike will let us.
Mike, just
I don't
let
even
him
know how
do
you're
it.
going to.
I don't
Like,
either.
What are you doing? We did not prep for this.
You
No,
just
we
play it
didn't.
into
It's
the
all-
mic. Play it into the mic. Play it into the
Because
mic.
you know that thing you say about preparation all the time, Scott.
What? I know. Hey, if you know, you know.
Oh, jeez. Yep. Okay.
Well, what's the
I'm
feedback?
setting
Any
you up.
comments?
I'm setting you up.
Do I have any comments about
No,
sleep
you do
recorder?
not have
Mike,
any sleep app
do-
recorder.
Mike,
There's
don't-
a delay.
Katie,
You have to
Katie,
wait
do
for
you
them
use
to come
it?
up.
Mike, do you use it?
I
Anyone?
use- I
Chill thoughts.
I use one called Sleepwatch.
Okay.
So it uses the Apple Watch to kind of take this. This looks like it's just doing by sound, right? So it's listening
Correct.
for how you're breathing
Yes.
and everything like that, and analyzing that. So for me, like I'm actually getting like heartbeat. It gives me heart rate
Oh,
dip,
wow.
things like that. And I've had it like for a while. It lets me know, hey, you've been sleeping really crappy. What happened? I was like, well, I've been on the road for 5 days, so
it
that's it.
I haven't
And
actually slept.
I've been sleeping on the plane. You know that kind of situation going on. It was like, thanks for reminding me. I have a really terrible work-life balance.
You gotta fix that. There's nothing more important than that.
Yes.
So
Unless
what
you're
happens
working
if
for me.
like you have a spouse or significant other that also like that snores? Like, is it going to pick up both people? Like, I don't understand. Like,
So
I guess
I've noticed. Well, not really. I've noticed. No, I'm gonna say because
so.
it's
How does
like-
it hone in on a single person?
I mean it.
The future's now, Chilla. What are you
It-
talking about, brother?
I guess that's a really
saw
good
that
question. I
airport.
have yet to experience that or notice that. Granted, I haven't had
What about all those models you bring home?
I
Do they not snore?
no.
Just moan? Points, give me points.
Scott's on fire tonight, and we have to cool him down. We have to call the fire department. I don't know. That's a good question. I have yet to run into it. You should try it out. I think you'll be pleased with the product. It's free, completely free. That's a good question. He stumped me.
I'm
Anybody have-
sold. I downloaded 12 since you started talking.
I mean, I need some feedback, Mike. The chat, anyone?
Is chat blowing up about this shit? I mean, come on.
Is the sleep recorder an instrument? Is a chat in the chat?
Who said that?
Chris?
Chris, get off
No.
the chat, brother.
It's not an instrument. It's really helpful. I'm telling you, if anyone's
It's a
having any
lifestyle.
sleep deprivation or sleep issues, to download this app, you'll be very pleased.
All right.
What
Chilla, what's your awesome thing?
Chilla.
So my awesome thing is it's actually the GLINet. It's a pocket-sized Wi-Fi 6 gigabit travel router. Sorg, I think you would like this and appreciate it. Funny enough, someone bought one of these at work, and now, like, I think at least 5 of us at work own these. So to explain the size, this is my iPhone.
Oh, wait, hold on a
This
second.
is the travel.
Let me bring you up. There we go.
This is my iPhone.
Yes.
This is the travel router.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
The cool thing about it, and
Okay. Wait. So it's kind of smaller than an iPhone. It's a lot thicker. It's like 3
it's
iPhones
thicker than an
stacked.
iPhone. It's
Yeah,
probably
You guys
It's
call
probably-
that thick?
probably 2 iPhones thick.
There you go. Oh, nice zoom by your AI camera, by the way.
Yeah, the AI kicked in. It knows what we want to look at.
Yes.
But so the cool thing about this is you can actually use up to 3 internet connections with it.
Okay.
So you can actually wire in your phone,
Mm-hmm.
whether you're Android or iOS. You can actually repeat another signal,
Mm-hmm.
and you can also use Ethernet to bring internet into it, and you can load balance across or use like high availability
So this
on
sounds
those
like
devices.
so it sounds like a hardware version of what that Speedify I was talking about a few weeks ago, right? Where it bonds everything together. So
This will
thinking the same
bond up
thing.
to 3 different things together,
So-
but it needs the 3 different types of connections.
So I mean, the only thing so that's interesting with traveling, but you can't like. Is there any way for you to use like the hotel internet? Because usually that's
yes, it can
there
repeat.
is.
It can so that's one of the connections is it can also be a repeater.
So wait, how does that? I don't understand how that works with like that screen
You
that
would-
pops up.
You would, from my I have not used it with hotel internet, but from what I am told, when you go into the UI to configure it, you're gonna like join the hotel network, and the pop-up's gonna come
Oh,
up.
so there's like a web browser in the UI. Okay,
Yeah,
that's,
and
that's the important
It uses OpenWRT,
part. Okay.
I think is what it's called. So it's an open source router software that allows you, that is constantly getting updated.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and
It obviously has 3 Ethernet ports.
mm-hmm.
It has the USB port. It actually has if you want to use it as a NAS, it has a micro SD card slot that you can put up to a 512 gig micro SD card in.
I love they put the bottom as a picture on here, so if you want to read all the specs on it. Good for them.
But
Love it.
And it's USB. The other thing I liked about it is it's
Absolutely love it.
USB-C powered, so it's not like some proprietary weird
Nice.
like barrel connector.
So this will help you in the hotel room, or is this like, should I be installing this in my in my video rig?
Anywhere you could put it in both.
I think I'm
Like you could actually take it from one thing to the other.
So
right?
I've actually been rebuilding the rig today, and this might be something I need. So
No, they do make one that has like a cellular in it, like if you wanted to put a SIM card in it, but this one does not have that. But it is a handy dandy little
but it's
device.
got USB, so can I slap my hotspots from the live view in it?
Yes.
For one of the connections. So like, and those come in, and I love those still come in handy. Like literally we didn't have internet connection at the venue directly on Sunday in LA, and we needed to grab all the graphics, and so we slapped the Verizon one in our director's laptop from the grab stuff. So it's always good just to have multiple internet connections on any production.
One of the future updates is supposed to actually, or no, it'll actually work with it. If you're running WireGuard or any kind of home connection for VPN where you're actually coming back to your home location, this will actually let you wire the two together or wirelessly connect back. So you could actually create it where this is an extension of your office, and it's just going to tunnel back to all the machines and equipment back at work.
So with the
that was pretty
repeater,
cool too.
So Katie, you remember how like we were having problems with the internet Wi-Fi? So if we were to purchase the upgraded hotel Wi-Fi, we could share it without issues across devices, because this device would pick that up. Ideally.
That's awesome.
Ideally.
Right? Ideally.
Ideally.
Because we've had major issues with hotels. We're like, we'll log in, like I've done this too. Where I kick, no, let's see what the regular internet is, and then I can't go back to upgrade after it's complete dog shit. So
Hey,
you know what?
language.
We've
Language,
listen,
hey.
Listen, we popped our language cherry on this. I'm just going with it right now. We'll just have to
cherry.
check the box. Anyways, but yeah, still, like we've never been we'll be stuck for 4 days and not be able to go back and upgrade the internet, which we're more than willing to pay for whatever reason. So
Money doesn't seem to be an issue for you, huh?
No.
Not when I'm on a client gig. That, that you just got to get the job done.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'd love to hear what the chat has to say, because it has to be going nuts after this. This is insane.
No, I just Katie loves the swears on Acast. That's all.
Okay.
And
That's all that's
technically, what I guess you could do is you could
If there's chat, I'll tell you.
connect your.
I don't
you
know how
could
the
connect
chat's
your
not going
laptop.
nuts after this topic. I mean, what?
Was that chilling?
Listeners,
You
get
could actually-
after it.
You could actually connect your laptop to their Wi-Fi and then share your laptop via Ethernet into this, and then have this repeat off the laptop.
Nice.
Is the other way around it if you couldn't get the portal to pop.
Can I pay for one internet connection on a Delta flight and share it with people?
I know
Just
Delta
get
listens
someone's
to this.
T-Mobile account at that point.
What's that? Get a T-Mobile account?
Get a T-Mobile account.
Just get a.
No thanks. I'd rather have reliable service.
Oh.
Burn T-Mobile.
T-Mobile's gonna give you free Wi-Fi on the plane. I'm saying not you get T-Mobile.
Chris says.
Ask someone to give you their
Oh,
T-Mobile
okay.
account information.
Oh, like Netflix passwards. I got you.
Yes.
Give me a login.
And if
give me
you
your
need
billing
something-
information so I can get free Wi-Fi on Delta. That's.
Yeah.
I actually do need to sign up for T-Mobile for a very specific reason. But anyways, there is some chat room action here.
Okay,
All
what do we
right.
got?
Yeah.
It says that product seems way more useful than Scott's VR headset. Might look into
Who
getting
said
one.
that? Who said
That was
that?
Chris.
Chris, get off the chat.
Wow.
I
you
don't know,
go,
I don't know
there
who
you
this
go.
Chris character is, but I'm done with him. Is this my
Alright.
camera, Chris? No. Okay.
What?
Sorry.
What?
Sorry, Chris.
Well, anyways.
Hey, I got angry. I'd like to apologize to everyone, especially all the kids out there listening.
Let's give a shout out to our friends at Slice on Broadway.
Oh, now this is why I'm here, Mike.
Is it?
Oh,
Because
my
of the
God.
free pizza?
It's not. Well, you say free like it wouldn't be good. It's the greatest pizza I've ever had. Michael, tell me more.
Scott, you know what I'm thinking?
What?
You and me are pretty good at improv.
I know we are.
Let's just try to do a little commercial first.
Okay.
Try it out.
You mean a commercial for the greatest pizza out there?
I mean, people already imply that.
Start it.
Here we
Start
go.
it. Start it.
Gosh, I'm hungry, man.
Yeah. What could you go for?
You know what's weird?
What?
I love pizza and I want it so bad, but everywhere in Pittsburgh, just everywhere I've gone, just doesn't seem to do it for me.
Really? Have you tried Slice on Broadway?
What's it called?
Slice on Broadway.
That sounds pretty good.
Oh my gosh.
Is it like New York style, Broadway style?
Yeah, it's great.
Really?
Yeah, and there's 4 locations.
No, there's not.
Yeah, Beachview, Carnegie, East End, and North Hills.
And Southside Works.
And Southside Works. They have a new 5th
Did you just
location.
give me a bonus fifth location?
A 5th location. That's
no,
right.
I have to ask something because this just seems too good to be true.
Right.
Like, do they offer like any good deals?
All they offer good deals.
Really?
Yes.
Now the taste is.
10 out of 10. Mouthfeel, 10 out of 10.
I guess let's give them a call. What do you say?
Call them.
Or
Hello, this is Pizza Slice on Broadway.
Hey, my name's Mike. Just looking to place an order real quick.
Yeah, Mike, what would you like?
Can I get I heard you guys have some deals. Can I just
Yeah.
get the large pepperoni? I believe it's pretty good price today.
Yeah, it's only a certain amount, and you have that amount. I'm not certain what it is.
Awesome. How long can I expect to pick it up?
Dude, we're super fast. I can give it to you in 5 minutes.
Perfect. I'll be there.
Awesome.
Fast forward 10 minutes. Hey, Scott.
You're
this
5 minutes
pizza
late.
is incredible. Scene. And that's why you should go on Slice on Broadway, because you get this kind of acting, this kind of versatility.
Yeah, give us. I think Slice on Broadway should give us more money.
I do too.
Well, we're happy that they've been giving us pizza for over 10 years, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza.
And how much is that pizza?
I don't have the price list here.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
Actually,
it's
there's a
free.
menu over there.
I'd like to throw this to our colleagues. Do you
Thoughts?
guys think we could
Thoughts?
have done that commercial a bit better? Any tweaks? Because we're always good.
I think
and
we
open
could have
for
done better.
Feedback. I do too.
I think we could have done better.
You could have had the price list down.
Yeah, we definitely
Uh,
could have. We could have.
Right, Joe. We should have had more information.
Everybody got notes. We'll pass those notes along. We'll give them
Katie,
there.
anything?
Katie, thoughts? You've been
you
quiet.
You just glossed over their huge menu of specialty pizzas and any sandwich that they can turn into a specialty pizza.
Whoa.
The Slaughterhouse
Katie,
Five
would
is
you like to
very
come
good.
to the next commercial with us?
Yeah,
Because
because-
you
Yeah,
are
absolutely.
prepared for this.
Hmm.
Do it again. Do it again.
Hey, I'm
No. Let's move on. Let's move on.
What
Brick Burger is coming to Pittsburgh.
Brick Burger. Tell me more.
Brick Burger. I'm on a really weird email list
You're
What is
telling
from
Brick
something
me.
called explorehidden.com.
Dude, you should
I think they
see
had.
my search
I think there was.
history.
I think there was a Santa. There was. I think this is the one that had like the Mario, the unofficial Mario Kart. I think this is the one that had the Santa bar maybe in it. So Brick Burger is the unofficial Lego-ish. Don't call us a Lego burger, let's say. And yeah,
because it's trademarked.
they are burgers shaped like interlockable bricks. Let's say that.
Legos.
You can book now. I don't know if they're sold out already.
Are the buns different colors?
Yes, they
What's
are.
your favorite color bun?
There's green. There's
think all buns
there's
are
black,
equal.
Mike,
red,
this is like that
yellow.
episode of SpongeBob.
Oh
Is it?
my god.
This is just
pretty
like
patties.
Pretty patties. Yes.
You can book. It is $47
No.
It turned your
for the experience.
Seems like the price is too low.
For that, I don't know about that. For
Money's
that-
no issue to you, though, Mike.
where's the
Never
list?
has been, no.
They
Never
are going to
will
be running from November 11th through November 12th. There's very specific 2-hour blocks you can go into.
It takes you 2 hours to eat a burger.
Well, you have I don't know. Maybe there's more to the experience here.
What's the location? Where is it?
It is on Penn Avenue.
Is it where the other pop-up experiences have been, where the
It could be.
Oyster
I think
House
it
used
is.
to
It could be.
or
Your price gives you one burger plus one soft drink, beer, or wine.
Give me
for
that wine, boy.
That must be a really good burger.
So, wow, this site's got a lot of stuff. There's a Drag Brunch Pittsburgh. There's a bed cinema. There's crazy cars, augmented reality go-kart racing experience.
Whoa,
There's a
whoa,
lot
whoa,
of
whoa,
weird
whoa, 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 whoa.
potion putt. The
Go back to
wizardry,
go-kart.
the wizardry mini golf course.
Go back to go-kart.
Hold on. I just clicked on the golf course. Hold on a second.
Get off your golfing.
So
Let's hear this go-kart.
Hold on. Let's see. So if you want some wizardy glowing putt golf, they got
Actually,
this.
putt-putt's sick.
Tell
me more.
This is going to be on May 31st. Ooh, at a secret location.
Oh, I have a crew that I golf with.
Yeah.
and mini golf with, and we're pretty competitive.
You're gonna drop in next week, next Wednesday apparently they're doing, or until May 31st.
Yeah, we'll get together.
Free
We
sign
get
up.
together.
It is sold out. Sold
But you can
out.
But you can still do brick putt Pittsburgh, which is Lego and putt combined.
Oh, okay.
Well, Lego putt.
Don't call us Lego.
Oh, jeez.
Now, what's this go-kart about?
Yeah, there's crazy carts at a secret location.
Because I kart with a couple guys, too.
First release tickets. Let's say we want 2 tickets. What's it doing here?
It's free.
Wait, what? It's free? That can't be
Oh,
right.
my gosh. That's
happening here?
crazy.
What
Hey,
is
podcast, we're
happening
going to have to take
here?
a break. We're going to order a couple tickets real
First
quick.
release tickets? What is happening here? Anyways,
What's
that
the chat blowing up about this?
we'll check it in a second here. We have a method over here, Scott.
Sorry, I don't know the method.
Is
You
it-
didn't invite me back for months.
That's you let the host guide the ship.
Captain the ship.
What else is happening here? Chilla, have you looked at Apple's new personal voice feature?
I'm very interested in this. So you're going to be able to, it sounds like, record. This is what's coming in iOS 17, where you're going to be able to record your voice, correct? And it's going to actually be able to replay that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm very interested in how accurate this can be, but also, could you use this for nefarious reasons?
Well, it's the first thing you can use it for. Yeah, but it's also going to be. So the idea is you're going to record portions of your speech. Most of it's going to be stored either on your phone or in iCloud, and it should be only your own speech, right? You're going to get specific phrases out of it, and then you can go as you type in your message. It can be spoken out loud during phone calls, FaceTime calls, and in-person conversations. So one big application for this are people with ALS, because they tend to lose their speech and have to use, like, think of the Stephen Hawking kind of computer. And we did some stories a decade ago about technology and ALS, where you kind of lose all of your motor skills or motor faculties as it proceeds. So that's one big, at least, accessibility side of this, but also just generally, like, I think that's the main thing I'm seeing discussed around this. But I know there's some other applications I think they're intending for. Or if you just want to write a commercial and just see how that goes, right, Chilla?
I can write a commercial.
I'd like to
Oh, yeah,
address
well, I
that
mean,
pause of
I'm-
silence. I feel like we need to address that.
Right. I don't know what it was, but I know how to fix it, Mike. Both mics, Katie and Chilla. And that is with a good old-fashioned name that tune.
What?
Play it.
No, what?
Sorry, I couldn't take it.
What are you doing? Chilla, it was you're saying?
Sorry, Chilla. Chilla, I
no,
stepped
it's
on your
okay.
toes. I like to apologize. That's on me. Go
I'm
ahead,
interested to see how well it works, and because the one thing that's going to be difficult is typing all of that information out. Like, are you going to be able to do pre-built phrases? But like I said, I'm also worried about the nefarious side of this. If you're able to completely mimic someone's voice,
Mm-hmm.
You could then use it to impersonate that person. So I'll be
That could
interested
lead to
to
a
see.
whole disaster, right, Chilla?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe throw us some examples.
Well, because the thing is, so think about it, right? I could
Ugh.
grab this podcast, right,
Mhm.
and grab all of the voice snippets of anyone on the podcast, and then be able to impersonate their voice, making any other follow-up phone calls,
Wow.
anything of that nature.
I don't think that's something you can do with this function, but that
But
is
why?
there are other AIs that you would, because I believe
The
this
11
one.
Labs.
Yeah. There's other ones that you can definitely do that with, where you can just input all that and it'll do that. So I mean that's not Apple, at least. My understanding is it's going to be locked down. On, like I said, on device in iCloud encryption, so you shouldn't be able to do that from their method at the very least.
No, but
it
so
doesn't
it's
mean
gonna
it
be
doesn't
locked up, but
exist.
you're using your voice to train it, right?
Yes,
So if I had a recording of your voice to train it,
but don't you need to? Don't we already do this a little bit with Siri, where you have to say certain phrases for it to train on your voice to recognize it?
that would be the interesting thing, right?
Like, I think you have to say certain things so it has enough to be able to train. Not just here's a.
You have to read like the paragraph or
It's not like
whatnot.
like a dump of your voice is not acceptable here, right? At least in this case. Is my
So I'm
understanding.
gonna have to parse together all of the words that I need.
Yes,
and
you need
check
to
them
go
off on
find all the
podcast.
words in the podcast, go
And then
through the
splice 'em
transcripts,
together.
splice them together. Like it would be a process.
But
And then I
worth
can
it.
become Mike Sorg.
If you,
So definitely worth it.
sure, you have fun with that. So
Beauty 10, comedy skills 10,
they already,
podcasting skills 10.
Chris is pointing out they already
What?
use AI voices in movies. Somebody brought in over the last week that Darth Vader, James Earl Jones, since he's getting older.
Before we move on,
What James Earl
No.
Jones? What?
Michael just complimented you so well, and you just ignored him.
I didn't catch it.
How? He's screaming into the mic. I
My
cannot
jaw's
not
dropped.
hear him.
It's dropped. I said you were a 10 out of 10. Your comedy skills were a 10 out of 10. Your podcasting skills were a 10 out of 10. I had more too.
Right. I disagree wholeheartedly, but he complimented you. But go ahead, talk about James Earl Jones, please.
That he had licensed his voice for them to use whenever they have Darth Vader and Obi-Wan. So which is AI generated apparently. So
That was actually very interesting.
yes,
It is, yeah.
I'd like to apologize for my last remark.
Well, they had a lot more clips of him talking, I'm sure, too.
sure.
I
But
mean,
yeah, and like
you know.
that Darth Vader, that Darth Vader voice and everything, right? So
Yeah.
Good point, Chris.
So
Thanks for blowing up the chat.
all right. Do you guys see the Lego Pac-Man?
Is it a movie?
No, it's a what?
No, it's a
Lego.
lifestyle.
No, it's a Lego set. It's a 2,600
Oh.
piece.
I'd like to say something here. I feel like there's so many Lego movies. I feel like I had
Right.
just a misunderstanding.
Well, okay.
There's
well,
Lego
I
Batman
can see how you
movies, right?
well
got
here
there, Mike.
if you
Mike, I
see
can
on
how you
if
got
you
there.
see on the video
Oh,
screen,
that's cool.
that is a moving Pac-Man arcade with the ghosts are moving
That's cool.
on the screen in this thing.
So you play it?
I guess to a certain
It's a hand
point.
crank to make it look like.
Yeah, it's a hand
Oh,
crank to make
okay.
everything move, but it's all Lego and you put it together. And there's a little diorama there of the slides are really wonky on this thing. There's a little diorama of somebody playing an arcade behind the machine as well.
That's kind of sick.
What's
you can
something
check
like
out.
that go for?
It's always about money for you, Mike. I thought it was no issue.
I'm just thinking about getting one.
Oh, okay.
It's a pretty cool looking one.
If you have to ask,
Um,
you can't afford it.
$270.
Jinx.
I'd like to go around the room and see if everyone thinks it's worth it.
Okay. Let's start
I'm
with,
not- I
start
don't
with
think any Legos are
Katie,
Legos are
is it
pricey.
worth it?
Yeah,
Okay, that was quick and easy.
hard no.
Hard No by Katie. Chilla, thoughts?
It's not worth it as is, but if they could do some kind of like iPad inlay where you could actually play on it with a joystick.
Oh, that would be
it
more than
be worth it.
270 though, right?
Yeah, we're
But
talking.
if you had to supply your
we're
own
talking-
iPad, it wouldn't be that.
we're
Okay.
talking 350 minimum.
Okay. I like that. So you're saying if you can like connect your iPad to the machine and play through that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems hard to do, right?
It shouldn't be that hard. I mean,
Well, then you do it, Mike.
probably could build something like that.
Mike, did you think it was worth the price?
No,
Okay.
I'm not dropping for something like that.
Right.
I can't wait till friends of mine build one and I see it on their shelves.
Oh, okay.
So
Can we get on their shows?
Scott, do you think it's worth it?
Yeah. Ask me why.
Why?
Because everyone else said no. I wanted to be different.
That's awesome.
What are your thoughts? Worth it?
I'll be in between because I want to be different as well.
Wow. Look at us.
Yeah.
Continue.
Update from last week. Brian Crawford was on. It is Tourette's Syndrome Awareness Month, And he let us know that the Gulf Tower, you can call a number and ask them to change the color of the Gulf Tower.
Should we call them now?
He got no. You got to have a good reason for it.
I really want
But
it
he
to
managed. He managed to get 3 buildings to do teal last week, last Tuesday, for Tourette's Syndrome Awareness Month. And I guess from there inspires someone from Philadelphia to reach out to him. What the hell?
Hey, language, please.
You okay over there?
Me?
Yes.
I'm good.
Okay. But he says it inspired someone from Philadelphia to reach out, and they managed to get 2 of their skyscrapers in Philadelphia to do the same thing. So yeah. So that was a pretty cool thing. Also, like I said, we talked a lot last week about, people using the building colors as a bit of a public service. So that was cool. So they had the Highmark building, the Gulf building, and the Coppers building downtown. And I think actually, looks like maybe a couple more might have gotten it too.
That's very cool.
So, but yeah. So that was a cool thing from Brian. And a big update. If you have an old Google account, make sure you log into it, because Google is apparently going to delete anything that has not been logged into in the last 2 years.
Wait, can you repeat that?
If you have a Google account that has not been logged into in the last 2 years, they're going to start purging those accounts. And we're talking free Google accounts, not workspace accounts or anything like that for like businesses and things like that.
Why do you think they're doing that?
Probably. I think there was a mention about they were trying to purge it for spam or something like that.
Well, I think if you don't use it, you lose it, right?
That makes sense, especially since
2
they're free.
years? 2
How many are
years?
sitting there that people haven't logged into? Maybe they're burner emails that they made for one reason or another. I know,
Nefarious
Katie, I think
reasons.
you and I both have some oddball Gmails or something from doing classes here and there, signing people up to like fake Facebook accounts to show them signups and everything like that. So that makes sense, and and I'm gonna try to see what my stuff's connected to, because I know back in the late 2000s it was weird, and you had to get a new YouTube or Google account for a couple different things. I know my my AdSense, which is the one that actually pays you, that's AdSense, right? Is attached to an email account for my old rap group, because that's the one that got approved. So from like 2007.
Can I hear
Your
you
rap
do a little
group?
something?
Your rap
I didn't know
group?
you rapped.
We'll talk about that after the show.
No,
we talked about
blow
that.
up the chat. Blow up the chat.
No.
Tell them to rap. Blow
that
up the
has been
chat.
mentioned on the show enough. So, but anyways,
I've never heard you rap.
No.
So anything else, guys, before we head out of here?
Yeah. I'd love to hear you rap.
No, that's not happening. That's definitely not happening.
Did you retire? Tell me about the career you had.
No, we're not doing that. No, listen, when you have your podcast and you want to interview me about that, we'll do that.
Mike, if you rap tonight, I will do something as well.
That's not going to happen.
I feel like that's
Wait,
fair.
what if he does it? Will you just tell us about your career?
Maybe you'll be inspired. Maybe I'll be inspired.
I'm a bit of a freestyler too, but I feel like it's only fair if you.
Oh, can I say something?
Yes.
Mike, my friend Mike over here starts it off, but you throw it to Sorg and he closes it.
Man.
Why are you so humble, dude? Why are you so humble?
Katie or Chiller, are you guys a bit of a freestylers,
Yeah.
or you guys do music at all?
I know Katie does.
We don't talk about my rap career anymore. It got too big.
Oh,
Oh, hers got too big.
Chilla, how about you drop a beat?
Chilla, where'd you go,
No,
boy?
sir.
Oh.
Okay.
So it's down to the mics.
Mike, that's all we got left, or we can do another Slice on Broadway ad. It's up to you.
It's up to you, man. What are you
Drop a
doing?
beat. Drop a beat, bro.
I want to do it if Mike does it with me.
Mike will do it.
I'll sit in silence until
He'll
we
probably-
decide.
he'll
Well, guys, thanks for
probably
joining
close
us on
the
the Awesome
show.
Cast. Thanks, Mike.
Wait,
and
I want to say
Scott.
something to the viewers.
Yes.
Viewers, thank you for watching, for blowing up the chat, and have a great night. Mike, you can close the show now.
Me or
No, other Mike.
I was like,
No,
thanks,
the
guys.
host. Can you,
John
can you put the
Chichilla.
camera on me again?
Yeah.
The host.
this is like that scene in Stuart Little. Did you ever see that movie?
No, tell me more.
No, Mike, I'll let you close. Me and Scott will talk about Stuart.
Yeah, we'll talk off the pod. All the important stuff goes off the pod.
You can check out Katie at Kate Marie PGH on the Instagrams, your travels, and broken tires from the weekend. Well, it's actually my broken tire, but there's
It's all about you.
It was
isn't
an adventure. It was an adventure. John Chichilla at Chilla on the tweets.
John should chill on the Facebooks.
All right.
I love your shirt, by the way, John.
Oh, thank you.
No problem.
It's actually from Iron Man.
Okay.
Is it? Oh, is it one he wore?
It's one he wore, yeah.
What is it for the audio listeners?
It is Bruce Lee in the dragon pose as a DJ.
Yes. I love it. I'm at Sorgatron on the Twitter. You can see my adventures through the Michigan Speedway, getting towed, unrelated, and producing over at New Japan Pro Wrestling in Long Beach in a pyramid this Sunday. This is why I'm so tired. Thanks, everybody. You have been our awesome audience.
You don't want to hear where me and Mike are at?
Where are you going to be? You have anything to plug?
Usually at the
upset at
gym.
Mike
I'm usually at the
here
gym
right
if you want to see me there.
Mike,
Okay.
there is a lot of comments, and you did not read them, and I just feel like we need to put that out
Can we
there.
go through the comments real quick before we close the show?
Comedy Hour again. Wait, there's two mics. Chilla has been the best. Chilla has the best rap name. There you go. Rap battle. What are your credentials as an expert on tech news?
What are your credentials? Maybe was that Chris? That sounds like a
I don't
Chris.
know. It says Mike, so that must be you.
What's
So-
it?
Listen, I feel like I was just called out, and I'll be honest, they make a good point. They make
Yep.
a good point.
No, I think the credentials are that they're crushing it,
Thank you.
and that's it.
Guys,
Let's go
thank
through
you.
the rest of the comments.
Thank you so much. That's all the comments. We'll see you guys next time. You've been our awesome audience. Have an awesome week.
That was awesome.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at Sorgatron.